Hey Kenny, how nice to come into the chat and see that someone already is here. I'm sorry that I'm a bit late. I should have cleaned up my desk, but I have not had time to do that. I just rushed here, rushed around the house and tried to collect the things I would need, and now I see that it's not all here. I must have left it somewhere else in the house. But anyhow, Mara, welcome. I can just go and search for it if it's needed. So hello and welcome, Mara and Kenny. How nice to have you here. How are you today? Lilian, welcome. Hello, welcome to this Saturday live stream. I have not finished this one yet. The one I colored on my last stream, but it's almost done. I have done a layer of Prismacolor, I think it was Prismacolor blue on top of the background, which was Copic alcohol markers, and I have tried to fix some shadows and things on the ghosts, and yeah, color more on the pumpkins. But what I have left to do is this pumpkin, and I'm not sure I like the clouds, so I have an idea of tracing them with some paper. This is too thick, but some paper that will work for that, and trace it and color them again on another paper, and then glue them on this picture. So maybe I will do that, and I also will burnish or blend these parts, because this paper was kind of rough. It was hard to get a smooth result with the Prismacolors without pressing really hard to get them into the paper. Hey, let me see. Thank you, Kenny. Yeah, beautiful for a Halloween page. Yeah, I know. I mean, this is kind of more fun, crazy, a little bit. And it's not maybe a beautiful page. Oh no, Mara, you have a bad stomach pain, but otherwise you are doing fine. Okay, and the weather is terrible. Okay. Yeah, then I hope this will be a cozy stream for you and the other ones attending. And thank you, Lillian. I'm glad you like my pumpkins. Yeah, it's not raining here and it's not snowing. We have a little bit snow on the ground, but you can still see the grass shining through. And it's cold. It's around 0 degrees, and it's very gray. But I slept so long because, yeah, I was supposed to sleep on a hotel, but we couldn't sleep for different reasons. For me, it was I had too much coffee too late on the evening, and for my other family members, it was other stuff. And a train went home in the middle of the night, so we took that. But then we came home, like, I fell asleep maybe 3 p.m., which is really late for me. So we slept, I think I slept, I ate breakfast like 11:30. So yeah, this is a little crazy day. Thank you, Mara. Thank you. I'm happy you liked my crazy page. Let's see. As I said, I might do this in another color. I'm not sure I want to. I mean, the purple works, but I wanted them to be some kind of blue, but then they will look too much like the ghosts. So yeah, I don't know how to do, but I thought that I wouldn't finish this on stream, because I have already colored a lot off screen and off stream, screen and stream, and I would start something new. Let me see who else is here. Oh, Anita, welcome, darling. Mara, Kenny, Shannon, hello, and Leslie, hello. Lillian, Kenny, Mara. I think I have said hello to everyone that is chatting. Maybe someone is lurking in the background, and that's totally fine. Welcome to you as well. Hello, Shalene, welcome. What time is it where you are? You are in US? It must be morning? Yeah, I thought so. No more Halloween pictures. Exactly. Halloween is over, I think. We don't have Halloween that much, but I think Halloween was it Thursday? And we have Allhelgona here in Sweden, where we light candles and go to the graveyards, and there are candles all over the graveyards. I think that was yesterday. I was away, and I have not been to any graveyard this year yet, but I guess most of the candles are still lighting. If so, I could still go there, and I mean it's beautiful. I think to go and walk around and think about your mortality and people you have loved that are not here anymore. But I thought I was going to start something totally new and fresh, and let me see, 6 a.m. for Kenny, that's early. 8 a.m. for Shannon, that's more okay, I think. And 9 a.m. for Shalene, that's also okay. So I have received so many beautiful books lately, which is, I'm so feeling so blessed and thankful and grateful. I just need more time so I can color in them all. And Mara, it's 1 p.m. here. Yeah, you are not, yeah, you are 1 hour behind them, just. And 12. Well, it's Sunday. Oh, it's already Sunday where you are, Leslie. So thanks to you being a night owl, you can attend the streams. Oh boy, that's late. I'm thankful for that. So it's very different times for us all. And I did the voting on my Instagram story and showed all my new books, the ones I have not colored in yet. And this got most votes. It's Fairy Celebrations by Klara Markova. It's her latest. And someone asked me to do a Christmas picture in this book, and I have been flipping it through. But I felt it's the beginning of November. I mean, a page with so many details could take me all November and December if I just do them on streams, but it still felt a little bit early, and I have a lot of Christmas coloring books, and I think there will be a lot of Christmas colorings later on. And this was the page I felt for coloring, so I'm choosing this one. And I have actually colored, I can say the other book that almost got as many votes was Ink House, which I have not colored in yet either. So yeah, I will have to do that later. But let's start. I have actually started with the first page, the name page, but it's not finished. I have used Pablo and just colored very softly and thought that this could take some time, and I'm doing this outside camera in the sofa in front of the television. But this is the first, I mean, it's not finished, and I have not finished any page in this, so I think it's kind of uncolored. So I don't know how to color this, but let's do it anyway. And the other ones I have, the other one, it's actually just one. I have Tenderful Enchantments by Klara Markova, and that paper is really good with wet medium. I tend to use Albrecht Dürer and things like that in it, and it works very, very well. And I think this is the same paper, but I have not tested it with water yet because it's so beautiful and so cute, and I'm so scared that, I mean, even if the backs they're not white, there are pictures you can color in, but they are the same pictures are coming back, I think. So it's kind of a page you could ruin if you want to. You can use alcohol markers in it, as I'm planning to maybe do, but I don't know if I'm gonna dare to use water in it. So yeah, maybe I should. I think you should do things you are a little bit scared of. And I mean, it's just a coloring book, even if it's gorgeous. Klara Markova is your color along for this month. Oh, you're having a color along on YouTube? Shalene? Now I have talked so much, so my coffee has already turned cold, but that's just as it usually is. So I was thinking of starting with a background, but I'm not sure. My plan was to do the background either one of my favorites, like a dark blue one, because I really like blue backgrounds, and then have a lot of pinks and purples and a yellow moon. Not very original colors, but I think it could be beautiful. The other idea was to do the background more like purplish, and because purple is kind of a enchanted color, I think. If you want a page to look magical, you can use pinks and purples. At least that's what I think. If you use a protection sheet, which I was going to do, don't do as I was doing now. I put it at the back, the last page, put it behind the page you was actually doing. So let's see. Okay, will I ruin this back? Because I have a really beautiful Copic, very light yellow. I was thinking that if I just did the moon one color first, I could get a start feeling for the page. I mean, a moon doesn't have to be yellow, but I kind of like this. I really, really like this creamish, light yellow. Pale yellow is the right word. And the other color I was thinking of was silver, and I'm not so fond of silver. And especially if I have a blue background, I think yellow would look very, very good. So it will also depend on what colors I will find in my mess. But this, I found cream the first I did, so let's start with that. And I was thinking of, when I do the background, you could vote if you want me to do a background in Prismacolor or a really slow one with polychromos. Hi Jody, welcome. I hope you are okay today. So let's see. I was thinking of buying a daylight lamp because it's needed, I think, when this season and later on during the winter it will be totally dark when I'm streaming. But I found I remember I had like one of these daylight lamps that you can have when you are going to sleep. It's like a alarm clock, but it's also a lamp. But I'm not sure, I don't know if it's given light. Maybe not. Maybe I have to fix a lamp. I will need to ask someone what they have so I can get inspiration. I think it's really difficult when I'm gonna buy new equipment for the podcast or for the streams or for things like that. I think it's hard to choose and find things that are not too expensive but still good. And I have very little space around me. I saw someone that had really good lamps too high on both sides of the desk, but I have kind of no space around my desk, so I need to be creative. Yeah, sorry. I have coffee, but I'm not going to spill it. I promise. I think I might go over the lines here on the moon with white after, because I like when moons don't have lines. It makes them so un-moon-like, if you know what I mean. I mean, moons don't have black outlines, and I mean nothing have in real life, but it's something about the moons. I like to take away the black lines, but I will see how it stands out to the background before I decide. I thought, Kenny, I thought you sent Bethan a massage, when you're doing this on the body to release tension. No, I will not spill coffee, Kenny. I promise. I felt a little bit embarrassed because I got Johanna Basford's latest book, and when I got her last book, it was after I had spilled coffee in it, and she saw it, and she wrote, "Don't have the coffee close to this book." And I said, "I promise." And then I started to color. I have not spilled coffee in the new book, but I I started to color in it, and I realized it looked like coffee almost spilled in it because it was, yeah. I have been using stamp color and Albrecht Dürer, and I wanted a kind of old paper feeling, but from start it just looked like I had spilled coffee or tea in it. It was, Kenny. It was part of your job, massaging. That is so funny and amazing. I wish you lived closer by, and I would totally ask you for a favor. We colorists, we can easily get hurt in the shoulders and backs and things like that because we are sitting and coloring all the time. Not all the time, but you know what I mean. Hey, May, welcome. Diana, welcome. Let's see. Have I missed anyone else? I hope not. So this is just cream. I don't know if you can see very much yet, but it is a bit creamy. And here we have Moon. Candice, welcome. Hello. Welcome. 3 moderators. No, 2. Bethan is not here yet. 2 moderators in the stream at the same time. That's nice. Super nice. So I hope you are having a good Saturday. It almost feels like Sunday because I had a day off yesterday and was on a mini vacation in a city, a town a little bit from Umeå. It's called Örnsköldsvik. It's a lot of this the letter you don't have in the English countries. Örnsköldsvik. So we were there yesterday. So it feels like Sunday, and it's also a red day in Sweden due to this, not Halloween, but Allhelgona. All Hallows Eve, maybe the name is in English. So even if it's a Saturday, most stores are closed, and yeah, it's a red day. Okay, and here we have another moon. I don't know if I will color that the same, or if I'm gonna do that maybe in more goldish tones. I think I will start with the cream here as well. Is it true, Candice? You donated 8 books to your work and they were gonna go to the kids, but your co-workers took them? So you might have started something there at your work, a new trend. Hi, Melody, welcome. I'm coloring Fairy Miracles, which my followers on Instagram voted for. It was this and the Ink House that got most votes. And I think after that it was Marcia's Christmas. And some voted for Tomislav Tomic, and Yeah, I think some other book. Kirby's book, Kirby Roseanne's book, also got some votes. But this was the one that got most votes. Because I couldn't choose. So, let me see, what next? We have these ladybugs, and you can color your ladybugs however you want to. I don't know why I'm so boring. I wish sometimes I was more like you, May. You are so free and can and pickle can color things however. And sometimes I do that as well. I started to do a blue tree recently, but I don't know. I just like to do my ladybugs red. I know in real life they can be have other colors as well. Hello, Natalie, and hello, Sean. Welcome. I'm coloring in Fairy Celebrations today, Klara Markova's latest book. I thought I was finished now with. I'm not, as I showed in the beginning, I'm not totally finished with this page, but I have colored so many pumpkins and Halloween pages, so I thought now it's time for something new. And I know I'm terrible at starting a page and then I color it off screen when I finish it, but I will try to do this on screen. Even if it will take me longer to finish it then. Oh, okay. You decided to get rid of the books, Candice, to make room for new ones. Yeah, that's good. There were books with pages I didn't like that I finished. I have extra copies of most. Ah, 2 books I need to read by when I'm able. Okay. Yeah, I think this might be the It book. I did a right now, Sean. I think you can be right about that. This and Johanna Basford's latest. But this seems to be very, very popular. I did a voting. Yo, Beth, welcome. Hello. And as I said on Instagram, and this book got most votes. Janina, hello, welcome. Welcome to this live stream. I'm coloring in Klara Markova's Fairy Celebrations. Fairy Miracles, that is her other book, the one before this, I think. So this was Pale Vermilion. I will just start it that way and see how dark I will go. More coffee. And now everything depends on the background, because I want the colors to look good together. So the question is, should I do a really slow polychromos backgrounds? I don't do them very often because I have low patience and I think that might be boring on a stream because it takes ages to do those backgrounds. Prismacolor background is faster. I could also use Neo colors, of course, but I'm still a little bit scared of using. I don't know. It doesn't feel exactly the same as the paper in the other one. It feels more less slippery, or what I should say, but I have not tried water in it, so I don't know. Yeah, let's see what you are suggesting. Neo color. Exactly. Neo color is kind of fast. Bethan, welcome to the building. Now we have 3 moderators here at once. That's wonderful. So, what do you think? What do you think? How should I do the background? And should I do? I don't think Polish work great on. Oh, you might be right that Polish doesn't work very good on this. So maybe if I should do a poly background someday, I can do it in another book. That's a great idea. So let's then choose between New Color or Albrecht Dürer. I mean, they are, for me, they're kind of the same, even if they're not. But they work in a similar way. Or Prismacolors. And should I do it blue or should I do it purple? I think both would work. I love my blue backgrounds. Oh, here's another moon I didn't see. And as I said, they don't have to look the same, but I'm going to do a cream start on them all, and then I can kind of change the tones on some of them if I want to. Do some more goldish brownish and some more orange if I want to. Or just keeping them like this, very, very light. And maybe take away the edges with white polychromos, not polychromos, Posca. A sunset background, purple. And you, Sean, think Polly's works best in this book, like the Hannah Carlson books. And Candice are voting for Albrecht Dürer. No, not both. One of them. I don't just know. I would love to see a Neo color background live. I'm thinking about buying me a set of them. Yeah. I have used Neo colors quite a lot, I think, on the on streams, but it was some time ago now. Okay, you. Anita, yeah, Candice is Vanilla Honey on Instagram. Yeah, Inktense is actually a set I have and not have been using very much. And I'm actually thinking that if I had to sell something, sometimes when I have to want to buy something new, I need to sell something to have money for it. And I think actually Inktense would be a set I could sell because they are fantastic and I know people are loving them. But for me, I love my Neo colors and my Albrecht Dürer more, as I can change them during the process. Inktense, when it dries, is very hard. It's not reactivated with water, as you can hear, ink. It's not watercolor, it's ink. And for me, that is hard. I think it's easy to get lines and things that you can't take away after it has dried. But if that happens with Neocolors or Albrecht Dürer, you can just let it dry and then add water on top, and it will kind of blend out again. Yeah, that's true. And Sean, you say that I could add more layers though with Inktense. Do you mean that I can add more layers? I mean, I can do that with Neocolors and Albrecht Dürer as well, but do you mean, I mean, if I add another layer, the risk is that I kind of mess up the first layer and they mix together? You mean you can layer, because the first layer of Inktense will be there, it will not dissolve with more water, so you can kind of, yeah, I understand. Yeah, I don't know why I'm not, I don't know. And I know that some people that are using Inktense are doing multiple layers before they add water. And my coffee is so cold. Okay, let's see. I can see this in front of me, both in purples and kind of sunsets. But you know, I love my blue backgrounds. And let me see, now I'm gonna just talk this through before I choose colors. If I do a blue background, then the berries would be kind of, I think I will do the tree very classical, like grayish brown. And I think I will do the leaves dark green, not very original. And look, is this also moon? Do we have 4 moons in this picture? And this is actually, I think, the moon. The other ones are just not moons. Yeah, my berries would be, sorry, Louise, welcome, and Starbuck, hello. And, okay, sorry, now I got distracted when I noticed this moon. I will keep talking about the colors. If I do a blue background, blue, but darker, then I think the berries would be, I think I would do them, I mean, I could do them blue as well, but in another blue than the background. But I think my plan is then to do them either reddish, like black raspberry, really dark reddish, or purple and pink in the lightest parts. And I would do her dress pink. Yvonne, welcome, hello, and welcome to this Saturday live stream. I'm talking about this picture and how to move on, go to where to go from here. I've just started with the moons and did them all in cream, Prismacolor, and the ladybugs I have started a little bit. And as you know, I don't like to finish a little detail before I know the whole picture and the colors. So I'm coloring maybe a bit different from other people, I don't know, but this is how my brain works and how I need to do my pages to get harmony and get them to be balanced, and then I can kind of start to layer and do gradients and start to shade them. So I just need to think. So then she would have a pink dress or a purple one, and he would have some kind of greenish red or maybe red and green pants. And these flowers, let me see, they would also be I think purplish, pinkish, or another blue, or a dark red. And if I did the background purple, let me see. If this would be purple, then I would probably, let me take a purple pencil. If I did a purple background, I would probably do blueberries of this. And like purplish, bluish, more bluish. And I would do her dress also, maybe blue. Or yellow. No, red, maybe, no, not red. Yeah, as you see, I have a more clear picture of it if it's blue. So I'm gonna do it blue. I'm sorry. All my blue backgrounds must make you tired of me. Okay, and I think I will go with my Neo colors, and I think I will do it kind of dark. And then I can go on top with white gouache if I wanted to lighten up. So, okay, let's try Neo colors on this and see how this takes water, because I have not tested that yet. May, thank you. Yeah, this is how I think. So that's a good idea to try it in the back. Yeah, great idea, Candice. Oh, Kendra, hello. And this is Fairy Celebrations by Klara Markova. The It book right now, said Sean. This, and I added Johanna Basford's book because a lot of people have joined her coloring school and colored. And yeah, I think my water brush actually was one of the things I misplaced somewhere in the house. But I found another one. So I might go. Come on. What is it with this? And what brand is this? I have different things here. What is this? No water. Okay, sorry, now I'm in the background and searching for my water brushes. Here I have a lot. What is this? Is this Derwent's? No, I think it's Caran d'Ache maybe. Do you have any favorites? I think Derwent is my favorites, but I have mostly used. I have not used this one. I have mostly used number 1 for some strange reason. And as I said to you, Bethan, I kind of like my Derwents because I don't think they let out too much water. I think my other water brushes get out too much water on the pages. On the other hand, I think the Derwents, I have to press out water from them all the time. But for me, I prefer that. But I have not tried every brand in the world. I have just tried Winsor & Newton, And I think this is a SIG one. It's good as well, but it's a bigger one than my number one from Derwent, so I have not used this as much. But I think this also comes in smaller sets, smaller brushes, so I might try that one day. Okay, this have water in it. I can try this then, if I just can get out some water. What was this? I think this might be a Winds or a Newton, or a non-brand one. I don't know. Oh no, I know I'm opening it. Let me see. Arteza real brush pens works really well too. Okay. You think that Derwents are too cheap on the water? Yeah, they are very cheap on the water, and that's what works for me. Although I have to press out water all the time to get it working. But I guess it's just you have to try different things and see what works for you, because we all color in a different way and yeah, like it in different ways. Let me see. Now I'm gonna just take. I don't think I'm gonna. This might not be the right color. I just want to see. Okay, so oh, Faber-Castell have water brushes. I have not tried them. I didn't know they existed. Then I have to try it, because I mean, you're the watercolor guru, May. So let's see. Well, it didn't bleed through. It is a little buckly. I still have the feeling that this paper is a little bit different from Tenderful Enchantments. I don't have that here as well either, so I can't compare, but it feels like that is more slippery. But yeah, I think so. I think this is more buckly, but buckles you can almost always fix if you put it in press during the night under some heavy stuff. And you have Pentel aqua brushes, Bethan. I have not tried them either. I've heard that they are good, but I don't think often I try to buy things that I can buy here, especially when it's things that you need to rebuy. Oh, here are my other Derwents. Pentel, I think I need to buy from maybe America, and it would be quite expensive. I don't know. Of course, Jobeth, just lurk and eat your breakfast. Okay, Cindy, you have Prismacolor water brush and you don't like them. I don't have them either. So I definitely think this paper worked a little bit different. It kind of sucked in the water more than Tenderful Enchantments. I don't know if that is true, if that's actually how it is, but it feels like that for me. So that made me a little bit scared. Even if I can fix the buckles, it's so neat when it's not buckly. Well. Yeah, Kenny, maybe that's why I just use my number one. You also like Derwent, but just the number one, the smallest one. That's, you say it works dry, not fluting. Exactly, because I tend to use that even for backgrounds, which people have questioned me about why. And I have said, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so this was really difficult. I have picked a page with a lot of details, and it's not the pages I am best with. Actually, I think I will. I don't. I think it's turned out. I will try if I just can find my. Here it is, my number one Derwent, my love one. I will try with that as well and see if it also gives away too much water. If it's the same result. It feels like it's stucking into the paper too fast. Yes, I would say that it would work probably in this book, but it's not. It doesn't feel like the same as in Tenderful Enchantments. So I will go with Prismacolor. It just didn't feel right for me to use. I can do a page another time in another book with water. Yeah, exactly. I'm choosing Prismacolors, my favorite ones. I'm actually thinking of selling some stuff, but I can't. I mean, I use all my pencils. I have them spread out around the house, so I can just grab a set wherever I am. But I tend to come back to my Prismacolors and Polychromos because they are really, really good and my favorites. But I also use all my other sets. And but yeah, I have been thinking of selling some of my cheaper sets. I'm kind of having them also so I could do tutorials and things here on YouTube with different sets and comparing. But I have not done very many of those. And some of my sets doesn't have names or numbers, and then it's really hard. So this is powder blue. So it's kind of as light as the cream. This is like a very soft blue, very light, and my plan is to do it darker. But I want to start light. Pencils are always a slower way to do backgrounds than water mediums, I think. But Prismacolor is a lot faster, at least I think so, than Polychromos, because you have to be so careful with the more dry and hard Polychromos. So you don't get marks on the strokes on the page that won't go away. With Prismacolor that is more creamy, it's more than that it blend together better and kind of melt into. The strokes are more or less visible, if you understand what I say. Yeah, so I can see that it would have looked more magical right now if I had used purple or pink. But I think it will look good when we add those colors to the berries and to her dress and things like that. At least that's what I hope, because that was why I wanted to color this page, because I felt it was so magical with all the moons and the sky and these cuties. Oh, Kathleen, welcome from Tennessee, US. You're working on a color chart. Perfect. I have some color charts that I have just started, but then I got bored and stopped doing them. And after I have been leaving them, I have a hard time to come back to them. But I should definitely finish my color charts. I think. Okay, so the thing is that even if I have done a very light layer now of blue, and I still think I will do a blue background, I could change it. I could add some purple and gradients it back into the blue. I could also cover the blue with purple or with some red and make it purple. So it's not too late to change the background if you like to. And as I said a lot before, you can always cover it with black Posca if you are doing mistakes with the background. I recently realized that it was a long time since I had to cover a background with black Posca. So that must mean that either I'm not experimenting enough anymore, I have been doing more safe pages, or I have been I have learned more, so I don't do as much mistakes, or I can fix my mistakes easier than before. I don't always need to go to the black Posca. Is it very cold where you are, Bethan? You are shivering? Is it from cold? I just saw something about blank eyes in the comments. So this page has 4 moons. I just saw 2 from the beginning, then I saw this, and then I realized it had 1 more. And I'm just doing a cream layer on them all as start. Because when I start to give light colors to a page, I can start to see how it looks, how the colors looks together, and I can easily change it if I change my mind, if I see that it doesn't work together. And even if all the moons look exactly the same right now, with just a light layer of cream, I hope they will not look the same in the end. Oh, Shalene is going. Bye, Shalene. Take care. Thank you for being here. And Nichols, hello. Kathy, welcome. Super cold coffee. But at least I have not spilled it. Okay, I hope there are no more hidden moons. Not as I can see. Okay, now I'm going to try to do a berry. I have not done the whole background, but I will start to do a berry because I want to see if my plan works in reality. My plan to do them like pink purple or reddish or a mix. Oh, Heather, welcome. I'm coloring in not miracles, fairy, oh help me, celebration. This is the lavender. I could use this pencil just because the name. I love lavender, the flower. I have some in the garden, and sometimes they live through the winter, so it's coming back, and sometimes they don't. And I so envy these fields of lavender that I have seen from other countries, or maybe even from the southern parts of Sweden. They smell so good. Okay, so that was lavender. So let me see. If I now want her dress, will it be too much? I mean, I could darken. Now I'm talking to myself again. Hey, Hannah. Hello, Hannah. The book is from Klara Markova. I think it's her Etsy. I think her books comes to Amazon, but it takes some time. Tonje, hello. Have I missed anyone else? If so, I'm sorry, and you are welcome too. Not sure about those berries. Where are all my pinks? Pink rose. Now we'll see her dress. I could do turquoise as well, but this is standing out more next to the blue. She's really cute, this fairy. Right color that I want for this. And what happens if I bring in some greens? This is Prussian green. Hello. Have I said hello to you? Very expensive, I know. Are kind of sending it. If you say so, I will start another stream and hope for the best. Oh, okay. I don't know if you can still hear me, but I will end this stream, and sometimes when I restart the stream it works. How can I speak in the chat? Can you hear me? I don't know how to chat. Okay, if I could chat, I would say come to my next